I have a question. Do you get paid or do you do it to help your parents out? Well, I kind of do both. I've been working at the Dairy Queen since I was 10 years old, helping them out, but I do get paid for every single shift that I work there. How much has TikTok paid you? I'm not even 100% sure I can answer this, but for you guys, I will. Since being on TikTok for about a year and a half now, I've made nothing. There's no creator fund in Canada, which is where I live, so I've made $0. My cat sent me to the hospital. Let's rewind. A couple years ago, my family and I had this cat, and it was pure evil. It always used to attack me, bite me, scratch me, all of the above. Then one day, I woke up with a really bad fever and bumps and lumps all over my body. We went to the hospital, and turns out I had cat scratch fever. I took some medication, I was all good, but the cat ran away. After being on TikTok for about a year now, I've learned a lot of things, but one of the main things is that you can't please everyone, so you might as well do what you love. Every day on my For You page, I see people doing what makes them happy, whether it's playing a sport or singing a song, and yet they receive hate on it. But it shouldn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you are doing what you want to do. These people that are posting the hate comments are either jealous of how amazing you are, or to bring themselves up, they're gonna bring others down, and that's not right. I didn't realize that so many people thought I actually did this until I was asked in an interview, and I've seen hundreds of comments about it on TikTok, so let's straighten things out. So people were asking and talking about how stressful it must be for me to have to make the cake, decorate the cake, and talk all at the same time. But that's really not the case, so I film myself making and decorating cakes at the store, bring the footage home, edit it, and then I add a voiceover on top of that.
Hello, loves. You guys have always wanted me to make an ice cream cake. I've never made one before, but guess what? The Custard Co. gave me an opportunity to make one. And let me tell you, I didn't do a very good job at it. First, I couldn't get the ice cream to go in there smoothly, and then I had to get it to go all the way up the edges, so that was a little hard to do without a turntable, but then they found one for me. I also made the filling, which is like the Oreo cookie crunch inside, and dipped that and poured that in there. Now, I wanted this cake to be for me because I've never had like a Buffy themed cake. I never had my kind of cake, so I wanted to make a Buffy logo topper and Mr. Pointy, which is her steak. But I had to use the Wilton fondant that they had and the colors as well, so I couldn't make it as brown as I wanted. It was time to fill the top of the cake, and he told me I have to keep filling it, and I was like, but it's gonna smush into the machine, and he's like, it's okay, just keep filling it. So he knows more than I do. This was my favorite part because it was the easiest, where you just smooth the cake on top. And since the chocolate drip is different than the one I use for cakes, I thought it would just go down like slowly, but it just pours down the edge, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so different than cake making. It was a really cool experience because I've never done this before. And I really give a lot of credit to ice cream cake artists out there because it's not easy. You have to work fast or it melts right away. So I really want to thank the Custard Co. for letting me come out and experiment with my first ice cream cake. And this is the end product. I think it turned out pretty cute. Don't you guys think so?
Why does everyone think that I'm blonde? I mean, there is nothing wrong with that, but every time I post a video of myself, people are always so shocked to find out that I'm a brunette. Another assumption that I always hear is about my height. Whenever I meet someone in person, they always thought that I was going to be shorter, but I'm actually around 5'7". And the most surprising assumption was around my age. I'm 17, a senior in high school, but a lot of people thought that I was in my late 20s or even 30 years old.